This week's guest is Chantel Budinsky. Welcome aboard. Thanks for coming. I appreciate it. Chantel is a professional frisbee thrower, disc golf player. So, anyways, we'll just talk about Tim Campbell right now for everything in real estate. Give Tim Campbell a call at 519-259-9999. I'm just gonna lift this up a little bit. And thank you, Tim Campbell and Vito's. We're giving away a $50 gift card. All you have to do is like or comment, like Alex Germanese and Rob McGuffin. Welcome aboard, Guff. So, Rob Kettlewell, thanks for coming on board. So, all right, so let's get started. So, how does one? I know it's a new sport, correct?
Yeah, pretty much.
So, you know what? First, we'll start off with growing up. So, you grew up in this area.
I grew
519 area.
Yeah, I grew up in Windsor until about grade 6, and then I grew up in Amherstburg until the end of high school.
Okay.
Yeah.
And now, did you play sports in high school and all that?
I did like track and field in grade school and did all sports, but I kind of stopped playing sports in high school. I didn't really do much.
And so, so how does this come about? How does playing frisbee golf come about?
Well, I was always very competitive, and I did love sports. I just kind of stopped playing it. But Chris and I just found disc golf one day while we were walking our dogs at the Tecumseh course, Lakewood. And ever since we played it, we can't stop. Loved it, fell in love, and yep.
Now, now are you guys married?
We've been together for 16 years.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, we're engaged, but...
So you guys, so then obviously Chris plays your significant other plays as well.
Yes.
And does he compete as well?
He does do tournaments, not as much as I do because he supports me. He comes on tour with me and he's my caddy. So I guess we don't have enough time for him.
Yeah.
But he does play.
Gotta stick with the winner. Now, so you guys are walking by, you're walking by the park and you go, hey, that looks interesting. Let's give it a go. So so I did the same thing and I went and bought like 3 what do you call them? Frisbees. I was going to say paddles, but 3 Frisbees. And then or was it 4 Frisbees? I don't know. And then there's all the sizes, and then we played. Is that what you guys did?
Yeah, we actually bought a starter pack on Amazon. You get 3 discs in a pack, and we started playing with those.
And you got hooked by it, or you're just kind of playing it and then?
We got hooked. We started going every day.
But when did you say, hey, you know what? I'm pretty good at this?
I think it was probably... I don't know, about a year in, I started playing some tournaments in Canada, and I was kind of going up the ranks really quickly.
Yeah, but how did you go from, hey, you know what? I'm going to go in this tournament. So where was your first tournament?
Oh, you know what? Okay, so we started playing, and then 3 weeks later, we looked online, and there was a tournament at Lakewood.
Oh, yeah?
Why don't we play?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And we played it, and I did terrible, and...
Oh, really?
Too, but it was so much fun that we kind of just stuck to it. And then once we saw another tournament, how about we try that one? And
but there's got to be a time where you say, hey, you know what? I'm pretty good at this. So when did you say, you know what? I'm going to do this more? Because, we'll show it in a bit, but I mean, she's got like more Frisbees than we put in golf bags. Steve Collin, how you doing? Octavio, thanks for tuning in. But how did you say, you know what, I'm going to need this? So you're throwing Frisbees, and so you got 3 of them for a tournament, and then you go, I'm going to need a putter, or whatever you call them.
Yeah, slowly you just get so many discs. Now I have over 300, easy.
How many can you carry in a tournament?
I have 30 in my bag right now.
Can you carry 30?
Yeah. You can carry as many as you can fit.
Oh, yeah?
Yep.
No, because I think about golf, you can only have, 14 clubs or 15 clubs. Okay. So I'm just wondering if you said, nope, you can only have, 20 Frisbees.
No, you can have 1 or you can have...
Oh, yeah?
How many a bag can hold?
It just depends how much your caddy wants to carry.
Exactly.
No, so... Now, and I was looking at this picture. Is this actually, is this around here, or is this in a tournament?
That's in Milford, in Michigan.
Are you in a forest? Are you
no,
caught in a forest or something?
You know what? A lot of disc golf courses are in a forest. And that's what I love about it, because you're finding all these new places that you would never go.
Yeah, yeah.
And you're basically just in a forest with no one really around. And
it's actually a tournament inside, in a forest?
Yeah, yep. Wow. So this is at Toboggan in Milford, Michigan. And it's this huge park with really big hills that you throw down and up. And
yeah. Now... So when you started, I throw Frisbee. I can throw it far, but I'm not throwing it accurate or whatever. And so obviously you were half decent at it, but now does it really matter the size of the Frisbee or accuracy, I guess?
Yes. All the Frisbees are around the same size. They weigh anywhere from like 150 to 178 grams.
Oh, is there a limit on the weight?
Yeah, so it can't go over 180, I think.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. And so there is some lighter weight plastic too. You can get, I think, like 120 grams, but you don't really throw that because the wind, it affects it. So, but they all do different things. They're a little bit different shape. And
oh, I got to ask you, have you ever gotten a hole in one?
I have. Not many, but I have one.
Yeah, is it a normal thing in Frisbee golf to get one or no? It's still hard, just like regular golf?
It's definitely hard, but I think it's a lot easier than golf. Because the baskets are bigger and...
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, so it's definitely more common than golf.
Now, is there par 3s, par 4s, par 5s like that?
Yep, so it's par 3 to par 5s.
Oh, yeah.
So there's never really holes that are more than par 5.
Yeah. Now, how long is a hole? Like a regular golf course?
It could be anywhere from 100 to 1,200 feet.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
No, so, and I look at this, so how do they, do they put trees in your way? Like, do you have to throw the Frisbee and then it comes around the tree?
Yep.
Is it actually like that?
Yep.
And it's done on purpose?
Yes, it is.
So, and that's why it's like in a forest or whatever?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, so you can play on ball golf courses. They have courses like that. Or I like the wooded ones because you have to get creative with your shot.
Yeah. And like, I noticed your hair. Is that your MO? Like, is that you wear that color hair all the time?
I usually have purple hair.
Yeah? That's interesting. No, I noticed it's in quite a few of your pictures and that. And so, and this is in the winter. Are you playing in the winter?
Yes, we do.
And it's year round then?
Yeah, well, I mean, winter's almost 6 months of the year here in Canada. So
yes,
it's
not even 6 months.
So yeah, we play in the winter. Some people are, they don't play, but we definitely do all year.
Now, and so, like, it's just, all you do is just dress warm, you're wearing boots, and you're still throwing the Frisbee.
Yep.
So, even in a tournament, though, it could be like cold weather, and that's the battle you're going to have?
Yep.
Now, is there prize money?
Yes, there is.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, so once you start getting into the bigger tournaments, there's some pretty good money in it.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, so before we get to your bigger tournaments and what you won, I'm just going to talk about this, and then we're going to bring out your Frisbees and kind of talk about them. But make sure you guys comment on here, and you're entered to win. George Varros, how you doing, buddy? Hey, there's Ron Ebert. He's the guy that introduced me to you. So thanks for joining on board there, Ron. Sunday League at Lakewood goes year-round. Is he in charge of it or something? Is that why
he's one of the important people.
Oh, yeah? Important people. Make sure you guys comment on here. You're in to win $50 gift card. Thank you, Tim Campbell in Sector 21 for everything in real estate. Give Tim Campbell a call at 519-259-9999. And thank you, Vito from Vito's Pizzeria. Oh, almost lost the card there. Okay, so let's have a look at this bag. And we'll move on to your...
It's very big.
Now, how heavy is that thing?
Very heavy.
Oh, yeah, you got to lug this around, or you put it on wheels like he said?
Yeah, I have a cart usually, but my fiance Chris, he'll hold this for me in my tournaments.
So now every golfer has a favorite club. Do you have a favorite Frisbee?
Yes, I do. I do. Yeah, it is my D3s. I have two of the same ones, and these are just amazing. They're
now,
the best ones.
Is that so do you use that to throw the farthest, or are you just comfortable with it?
Yeah, these ones are my furthest flying discs.
Now, is there different sizes?
So these ones, I guess, would be 12 speed, and then you can get slower speed. Like my putters are 3 speed.
Now,
so you can see
so
the edges are different.
Okay, let's have a look at that. So the edges are different compared to...
So it's more rounded, you can tell, and then this one's really sleek.
Oh, yeah.
So it's going to cut the air more and fly further.
And they're pretty heavy, though, eh?
Yeah.
Now, what is it just rubber? Like, what are they?
So different brands
rubber.
have different plastics. I'm sponsored by Prodigy, so all my discs are Prodigy plastic, and they have different plastics. So this one's 200 plastic. That's the brand that I throw. It's softer. This one is 400G, so it's going to be a little bit harder. They're all different plastics, and it just depends on what you like and how the grip is.
So now you have a sponsor?
Yes.
And is that because you won a tournament, or they can see that you're doing very well?
Yeah, so last year I was sponsored. They they asked me to be on the team, and I said yes, and they can
Oh,
just see my progress, and they believe in me.
Is there a team?
Yeah, so it's not it's a team, but it's like a single person sport. But
Okay.
it's Team Prodigy. We're all repping the same stuff, and
Okay. Now, I forgot to ask you. So this smaller one or whatever, is this your putter?
yeah, that's my putter.
And so what's all the other different
So
colors?
these are also putters, but they do different things. So this is like my approach one. So when I'm throwing to the basket, this one's my
what's this
floor.
one?
That one's the one I putt into the basket with.
Okay.
So it's a different stance, a different throw. This one I do a forehand with, so there's different throws.
Oh, I was going to ask you
Yeah.
that. So why do some people go like that and other people go like that?
It's personal preference, but if you throw a forehand, it's gonna fade the opposite way. If you throw a backhand, it's gonna fade out.
It's come in
left.
like that?
Yeah, the forehand.
Oh, it's like slice and whatever. It's the same thing as
Yeah.
golf. You're slicing or you're hooking.
Exactly.
And
Yeah.
and so you're using that for going around trees or whatever. Now,
Yes.
what is a good score in Frisbee golf?
Oh, it depends on the course. So obviously
yeah.
you always want to go negative on a course.
Yeah.
I feel disc golf is more fair than golf. You should be able to birdie every hole if you play it the right way.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Like a pro.
Yes.
No, but that's interesting. Now, is there any? So, I know you guys can't see. So I can tell these are all the same size. So are these? Like, how do you choose? Like, how are you choosing?
Okay, so they all kind of do different things. They all have different numbers. So this one says 9, 4, negative 1.52. So that tells you the flight path. So a 9 speed's like medium speed, and then the 2 at the end is like how much it's going to fade at the end.
Oh, yeah.
And then the middle numbers are how much they're going to glide and how much they're going to turn.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so they all mean something. And so they
do you
all
know
have...
exactly what every one you're going to use? You're going to say, well, this looks like I need my
Yes.
purple Frisbee.
Yes.
Yeah, that's interesting. Now, do you sharpen them or you clean them or you just get a new one?
Actually, once you beat it in, it kind of becomes your favorite. Because,
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, and so obviously you can get the same one, and it will maybe fly a little bit more stable. But once you beat it in, usually I like when they're a little beat in. That's what we call it.
Beat it or like?
Beat in, like
Oh.
you hit a lot of trees, and
Oh,
now
yeah.
now it flies
Yeah.
a little bit straighter or something.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
And how many do you carry with you right now?
Right now I have about 30.
And that's what you carry on your tournaments?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, so let's talk about, you were the first Canadian to win a disc golf pro tour event.
Yes.
Here, let's throw that back over there. They can see my pretty face. Kevin Bugley, thanks for tuning in. Kevin Presack, thanks for jumping on board. So you're the first Canadian to win disc golf in a pro tour event. And now, are you traveling everywhere?
I am kind of like half on Pro Tour. So they have a Pro Tour basically from February till October. And I do the ones that are closer to Canada.
Okay.
So I do probably like 5, 6, 7 events a year. But we do travel a lot. Like we've been to Vegas. We just got back from Vermont, which was
Now,
amazing.
is your sponsor paying for you to go on these trips?
My sponsor covers my tournament fees and stuff like that, but most of it is...
You're going to work to pay
Yeah,
for it?
yeah.
You're working to have fun?
Exactly.
And what do you do for a living?
I work for a company called Max Retail, and I'm a L'Oreal rep, so I do
yeah.
a lot of makeup stuff.
Well, there you go, ladies, if you're watching. And Beauchamp Venture jumping on board. There's your first customer. But, so you won this one. So now, how competitive does it get? Like, are you like, so how the guys go, you go out and you go out. The next day you're with the guys with the higher score, and then the next day the higher score. Or is this all one day event?
This one was a 3-day event, so it could be... The Pro Tour events are usually 3 to 4 days.
Oh, yeah?
Unless it's Worlds, then it's 5 days.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, you've done the Worlds?
Yeah, I just got back from Worlds.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
How'd you do there?
I didn't do that amazing, but it was
No?
the week. It was actually like 2 days after that I won this event.
And then you took off and went
And
to
then
that one?
we hurry up and went, and then I felt like I didn't have enough practice time and a little
yeah?
overwhelmed with all
Isn't
the people
winning a
messaging me.
tournament enough practice?
Well, because it's a complete different course, right? So
Oh,
you have
yeah.
to learn everything.
Now that's interesting. So if say you played in a tournament here, and you went to Colorado with a higher elevation,
Yeah.
would that be a big thing with your frisbees?
Yep. So it actually the elevation would make it all your discs more stable.
Oh yeah.
Which means they would all fade out quicker, probably not fly as far.
Now, so you're on a knee now. Why? I was just curious about it. So you're on your knee, you're taking a shot. Now, why are you on a knee? You actually have to be on. It's like a golfer being in the water to chip a shot.
Yeah.
Over.
So if you can see my foot, you mark your lie, and then I was on a knee just to get more space so I could reach out around the tree and try to get my disc into the basket.
But so where it lands, how much room do you have to?
So as long as you're behind your mini, your foot is in like a paper size behind your mini, you can go anywhere as long
You're
as
calling a mini a frisbee?
It's a marker.
Okay.
So your frisbee lands here, you put your marker in front of your frisbee, and then that's where your foot will stay. And then you can go either which way.
Oh, you can stretch like this, and you can go like that?
As long as you're behind your...
You get like a leg length. Like a club length, you get a leg length.
Yeah, so if you're taller, you probably have a little bit of an advantage.
And you got the advantage.
Yeah, a little bit.
How tall are you?
I'm 5'7".
There you go.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So that's interesting. So you went to the World, so you didn't do that well, but that's after winning this tournament.
Yes.
And it's prize money with the tournament.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good though. That's it. Well, does it enough to pay for your trip?
Yeah, it did.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's for sure. It was around
Or
$1,500 US dollars. So
enough for you to pay to go to the Worlds. No,
not as quite. Vermont was very expensive.
Yeah.
But it definitely helped.
Yeah, I get it. But it's interesting. I just curious how, so that's what I meant. So it gets really competitive. And so now, is it okay? Today's event is so you go off. Say you're winning this tournament here, you go off with the next best player.
Yeah, so there's usually for the Disc Golf Pro Tour, there's probably around 40 to 50 women competing, and a lot of the women do almost every single tournament, almost every weekend for the summer. So it's usually the same people doing the same events.
Oh yeah.
Versing.
So you're making new friends, or do they want to be your friend?
I don't know, maybe.
Now, what would be an injury on here? Just an arm injury? Or you get attacked by a bear?
Hopefully not that, but yeah, a lot of people get, shoulder injuries, elbow, knee, that kind of stuff.
And, well, anyway, so I just thought that's a pretty cool pick. And so now this is a beautiful pick. I just thought, what a way to promote disc golf. But I mean, you are a very attractive lady, but it's and that's just right here in Lakeshore. Right?
Yep, that's Lakewood Disc Golf Course in Tecumseh. It's very beautiful. They do a great job.
So if somebody is watching the show and says, you know what, I'd like to try that. Now, how would they just go about? Just go on Amazon, order 3 frisbees?
Yeah, even if you wanted to try it out without breaking the bank, you can go to Dollarama and just get a regular frisbee.
Oh,
it's
real
not
frisbee?
going to be the same. They're not going to fly far or anything. But just to have a quick little fun round, you could do that. It's really cheap. But you can also get discs for like $10, $15. They're not that expensive unless you get into like the collector's editions. But it's a very inexpensive thing to do.
Is there a crowd that follows you as you go golfing?
There is if you go to the Pro Tour event.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like there are people that actually go there, watch it, and do they know you, who you are, and all that?
Yes, because me and my fiance have a YouTube channel as well.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, Miss Frisbees. So I think I get more followers from that, and then they come out to watch me play the Pro Tour events.
Oh, that's kind of smart.
Yeah.
That's good. No, serious. That's awesome. And how far can you throw a frisbee?
My furthest throw was 408 feet.
Oh, yeah?
But I throw
Is
around...
that far?
That's pretty far.
Like for a frisbee thrower?
For a female, I think it's pretty far.
Oh, yeah.
But I usually range around 350.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, for like my good throws.
And so how long would be like a par 5?
A par 5, those are probably, depends on elevation, but probably anywhere between 600 to 1,200 feet is a par 5, yeah. And
it's you're usually, your first throw is, you're 400 feet or whatever. And then your second throw is probably the same. And then that's when you get into, like you're using your favorite frisbee, whatever you call it. But then now you're switching up to use.
Yeah, so once you're only 250 feet away from the pin, I'm going to choose something that's a little bit slower, more controllable.
Now this is Lakeshore, so I'm just wondering, is that an easy course now for you?
It is a more beginner-friendly course,
Yeah.
which is awesome. You're not really going to lose a disc. The longest hole is 530 feet, I think, and that's the par 4. Just a nice wide open hole. But it's a really great course to go play for the first time.
Now, did you? So when you got a hole in one, was it in a tournament?
No, it was in a practice round.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, and I hit a tree and it went right into the basket. So it was a pretty bad throw, but it went in.
Yeah, that's true, though. It's just like golf. You hit a tree and it goes right back onto the green.
Yeah, there you
All
go.
right. That's my golf. Or no, it doesn't go onto the green. It goes into the water. Yeah, do you ever get frustrated and just say, that's it with this, and just throw your Frisbee and don't go get it?
I get too attached to my Frisbees, so.
Hilarious. All right. Okay, once again, make sure you guys like, comment on here. You're entering to win a $50 gift card to Vito's Pizzeria. Thank you, Tim Campbell on Section 21 for your kind donation. For everything in real estate, give Tim Campbell a call at 519-259-9999. Well, I appreciate you coming on, and I hope you've enlightened a few people that probably give it a try. Now, if they go, you can just show up at Lakewood if they want to give it a try. Is there another place in Windsor?
There is a place in Amherstburg. It's a little pitch and putt course, so the holes are very small, around 100 feet and less. So there's that course, and then the next closest course is either in Michigan or all the way in St. Thomas.
How competitive it is in the States? It's pretty competitive.
Very
there?
competitive,
Yeah?
yes.
Like a lot of people go in the tournaments and stuff?
Yeah, a lot more than Canada. Canada's starting to grow more, but it's definitely way bigger in the States.
Yeah. Everything's bigger in the
Of
States.
course.
No, I appreciate it. So, yeah, but anybody, so in this Windsor area, Lakeshore is probably your best bet to see if you're like half decent at it and so on.
Yes.
And is it free to go on?
Yep, it's free to play at Lakewood.
Oh, yeah?
Yep, most of the
there
courses
you go.
are free to play.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What? Oh, just because it's a leisurely sport.
Yeah.
And then somebody says, hey, let's make money.
Yeah, unless it's on a golf course or in like a provincial park where you have to pay to get into the park.
Yeah.
It's mostly free.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
All right, I appreciate you coming on. I wish you the best. When's your next tournament?
I'm leaving for 3 weeks to South Carolina next week.
Well, this must be, what's that? Lakewood Disc Golf is free to play. No tee times. Just sets are available. So that's probably from Ron.
Probably.
Scott Hale, how you doing, buddy? Top of your game school. You're right. Anyways, I appreciate you coming on board. Hopefully some people will get more enlightened by it and give it a try. And especially it's free. Well, the most expensive thing you're doing is buying Frisbees. Although you could try it. They don't have a golf shop there at Tecumseh. Or at Lakewood.
They used to have where you can rent them, but I don't know if they do that anymore.
Oh,
I'm
yeah?
not sure.
At the ice cream place?
Yeah, you'd have to ask Ron about that. He knows everything.
Because now that you're a pro, you don't even go there. You just go right
Oh,
by.
I go there. We're going to go play after.
Today?
Yeah.
Are you?
Yeah.
Okay. Anyways, thanks for coming by. I really appreciate it. And you enlightened quite a few people, and you'll see it's cool. So thanks for joining on board, everybody. Next week, I can't remember who I have, but anyways, I'll let you know by the Friday. Anyways, thank you very much for coming on board. I appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.